Before you can build the life you dream of, you must first ask yourself, are you stable? Not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Is your focus anchored so deep within that no storm outside of you can shake who you are on the inside? True stability is when everything around you may seem to fall apart, yet you remain unshaken, your mind steady, your emotions balanced, and your vision clear. Because the truth is, the outside world will always shift, economies rise and fall, challenges appear and disappear. But when your inner foundation is unbreakable, no circumstance can steal your peace, your focus, or your prosperity mindset. Stability is when your foundation runs so deep that no storm can shake you. No matter what happens around you, who you are at your core will never waver. It's the unshakable strength of being rooted so firmly that even when the winds of life blow their hardest, you stand tall, unbroken, and unchanged. Stability is not surrendering to the winds of disaster or the tides of pressure that tries to pull you off course. It's the strength to keep your hands steady on the wheel, to guard your inner world so that the waters outside can never flood your ship. You remain anchored, unshaken, and in control because you know you are the captain of your ship and your course is at your command. You will never silence the oceans or tame its waters. The waves will rise and fall beyond your control. But stability is the anchor within you that refuses to be carried away. It is the calm hand on the wheel, the steady compass in the storm, the inner strength that says, the sea may be wild, but my course is mine. And as long as I remain unshaken, no tide has the power to drown me or steer me away from where I'm destined to go. Every day the world shifts, prices rise, the dollar fall, political stir, jobs come and go. And at times it can feel like life has become a never-ending soap opera. But stability is your power to rise above the chaos, to stay grounded while the world spins, and to remember that no matter how much changes outside, your direction and your destiny remains the same. And do not mistake stability for being stubborn. Stability is the strength to adapt as the world changes, while staying true to who you are, while being stubborn, on the other hand, refuses to bend in. In resisting change, it halts your growth. For a great captain knows he cannot command the sea. When storms rise and waves crash, his power is not in resisting the ocean, but in adapting to its currents. So he can still be able to reach his destination. That is the true essence of stability. There will come a time when life tests you. Maybe it's losing your job, maybe it's financial struggles, maybe it's tension in your relationship, whether it's with family or the one you love. Maybe it's battles that you fight silently within your mind, your emotions, or even your health. And in those moments, it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down and things couldn't possibly get any worse. But this is where stability shows its true powers. Stability is the anchor that keeps you from being swept away when everything else feels like it's collapsing. It's the inner strength that grounds you, reminding you that while the storms of life rages around you, your foundation is unshaken. Because real stability means that what happens on the outside will never dictate the strength of who you are on the inside. And when you stand firm within yourself, you gain the power to push through adversity, to rise above the chaos, and to move forward with clarity and resistance. Because when you are firm in the knowing of yourself, you stand unshaken. Stability is your foundation, clarity is your weapon, and hunger is your fire. No storm can move you, no setback can break you, no force can keep you from what you seek. You are unmovable, you are unstoppable, and nothing will stand in the way of what is yours. Life will throw storms at you. Your girl might test your patience. Your boss might even get on your nerves. And the weight of the world will press heavy on your chest. You'll lose loved ones. You'll wrestle with regrets, rage, and negative thoughts that whisper for you to give in. The walls of life will close in until it feels like you can't breathe. But in that moment, you take a deep breath. You lock in. You keep your mind steady, your emotions stable. Because if you let the chaos outside of you become chaos inside of you, you drown. That's how mistakes are made. Action taken in rage, it can never be undone. Too many people sit behind bars, wishing that they had chosen stability instead of surrendering to the storm. So stand firm, even when the world is on fire, even when life feels unbearable. You stay stable because stability keeps you in control. Stability keeps you free. Stability is the difference between regret and victory. True stability is not just standing still, it's believing that you can prevail in the very heart of chaos. It's the unshakable faith that even when the world screams impossible, you know within yourself that you will overcome. Stability is holding a prosperity mindset when your bank account is in the negative. It's being so deeply grounded in your beliefs and your desires that no storm can uproot you. The world will try to hand you its image of who you are, broken, limited, and defeated. But stability rejects that false reflection. Stability says that I will only accept the version of that I've carved out for myself from within. It's living by the image of your highest self, not by the noise of the outside world. No matter how hard the wind blows, it cannot move a mountain rooted in its foundation. And when you are rooted in the knowing of who you are, you become that very mountain, unshakable, grounded, and unstoppable. So, are you stable in your vision? Are you grounded in your dreams? Do you know without question what it is that you want? Because life will try to hand you distractions, temptation, and obstacles that oppose everything that you seek. And if you are not grounded, if you are not firm, you will be swept away with the chaos of the world. The outside world is the outside world. It will always be loud, messy, and full of chaos. The real question is, are you stable enough within yourself to stand by your beliefs, your principles, your values? Are you stable enough to reject the negative influence of the world? People talk about hunger for their dreams, but hunger without stability turns into greed. Greed chases satisfaction, but true hunger chases purpose. The one who is truly hungry knows exactly what it is that they want and why they work so hard for it. It is stability that keeps that hunger pure. Stability is the foundation that keeps you level headed. When the enemy tries to confuse you, stability is the shield that keeps you from breaking. When life applies its pressure, stability is the power that allows you to stand firm, unshaken, unwavering, in the knowing of who you are and what it is that you want. So remember, you are phenomenal. If anybody tell you otherwise.